did I put my thumbnail? Oh, there it is. I gotta figure out a way to not do this manually every night. It's just starting to drive me crazy. Filling out the video details on YouTube every single time. So, I'm really excited for this. This is going to be awesome. Let's see here. Twitch. I'm not streaming Godfall, so let's edit that. Edit stream info. Marvel's Avengers. Okay. Okay, sorry, I think we might be dropping some frames here. Sorry if it was a bit choppy there. Whenever I check the streams at the beginning, I go to YouTube and Twitch, and sometimes the CPU bottlenecks a little bit. I just don't want to be in the wrong directory, because that's misleading. Okay, we're gonna tweet. Tweet the tweet. Oh. Sorry, this will just take 1 second. Okay. I think we're set. Let's go ahead and load up. So I have not touched Wakanda yet. Don't care about outfits right now. Nope. So let's go ahead and just start with this. Let's do it.
Humor an old sorcerer for a moment, my king. Your father gave me that much respect, as did your father's father. Long ago, a meteor plunged into the land of Wakanda. Wakanda was not an advanced nation then. It was a group of warring tribes. The meteor brought them together because it contained the metal we now call vibranium. Vibranium made Wakanda. With it, we advanced. We repelled outside forces. We connected with our past and our Panther God. You challenged your uncle to become the Black Panther, but you were born to be king. Not all can do both. Not all receive past blessing when they do. You made a difficult choice, closing Wakanda's borders when you thought your friend had died. I do not begrudge you it, but this new threat is different. You have no idea how far these people will go to take what they desire. A corruption has followed in the wake of Ulysses' Claw, made of the vibranium that keeps the heart of Wakanda beating. And that corruption is spreading. Only one man now stands in its way. You.
We clear? Clear. Let me seek the next charge.
Is that guy from New York? The next judge?
No!
Take off your headphones so you can hear me.
Beloved, you let him
Nice.
go?
Yes,
I like that transition.
For now.
Won't
What's
he
this?
warn the others?
And still they will be at a disadvantage.
Collectible.
He will lead me to his friends, then to their leader. Claw.
Sorry, I've been playing Godfall, so I'm used to R1 being light attack, not square. This is the thing I'm most, or one of the things I'm most excited for is the new enemy types. Just fighting AIM for the last years, but it's gotten pretty old. Overcharged enemies. Certain enemies can become overcharged. When this happens, they are more resistant to damage and are able to perform special attacks that are only available while in the overcharged state. Combat overcharged enemies with sonic gear and sonic infused attacks. Okay.
How many times must I
Which
teach
I
them
don't
this
think I
lesson?
have that yet.
It's the Black Panther! I do believe you're right. Good. God, thank you.
Sorry if you see me jump when I'm supposed to be dodging, that's because the jump button in this game is the same as the dodge button in Godfall. Is that a glitch? Defeat Claw's forces. So he's in those steps. Is this already glitched out? Oh yeah, they have the new UI too. Okay. So so wait a second. So where's the... So skills. There we go. L2 aim to throw daggers. Intrinsic. Hold R2 to block incoming attacks. Blocking attacks nullify the damage and increase the intrinsic meter. Okay, so that's pretty standard. Kamoyo beads. Press L1 to throw a set of Kamoyo beads that seek out enemy targets, dealing a large burst of stun damage and reducing the target's impact resistance, making them easier to interrupt. Press R1 to construct a throw a vibranium spear at enemies capable of pinning up to 3 targets. The spear will pierce through targets it is unable to pin. Press L1 R1 to summon the power of Bast to fortify the Panther Goddess's champion. Reduces damage by 20%. Increases damage dealt by 10%. Automatically uses the unlocked intrinsic attacks without consuming intrinsic energy. Oh, so all that stuff. Okay. So you can just do all that stuff without using up energy. Okay. Oh, wait, what was... Sorry. I gotta take some time to learn this. So... Utility. Press circle to dodge an incoming attack. Double jump. Vaulting. Okay. Yeah, this is bugged out. Maybe if I leave the zone and come back. Oops. Okay, let's go back here and see if the guy, like, respawned or something. Looks like he's still in the steps. Man, this is rough. So am I gonna have to start over? Reload checkpoint. The guy was stuck on the steps. There wasn't anything I could do. But we can skip this though, right? Okay, yeah, so the guy with the axe
Teach them this lesson.
just went under the stairs for some reason.
Good. You are learning.
Okay, so they have a little teleport ability. Not doing the block right. The parry. What's the parry skill again? Yeah, R2 just before an attack. The heck. There we go. Getting used to these controls is going to be something else.
Okoye, I have cleared the camp. Searching it for intel.
Should I tell Princess Shuri?
She will receive the after-action report. Plans for some kind of sonic cannon. Claw is targeting the shield around the city. I need to get there first.
Was that the tunnel to Burning Zana?
I am going there now.
No heading this way, Catman.
You will regret this.
You're outnumbered. Give him everything you got.
You should have brought more.
I'm out.
Leave this place.
We can't keep this up.
Stay down.
Stand down.
What the heck was that?
For Wakanda.
Oh crap.
Trust me.
Oh, silly writing. That is one long animation.
I can bring a jet to you to get over the collapsed tunnel.
No. Send your forces to the shield. That is where those men will be headed. I know another way.
A way you have not shared with the Dora Milaje?
I am sharing it with you now. Somewhat begrudgingly. You will enjoy this, Okoye.
I feel like I messed up my seat somehow here. What am I doing?
Is it a secret shared with you by previous Black Panthers?
Yes. But not in the way you think. No
Tilted
war
back
to
too
the
far.
Tajalia was needed. Just an uncle to teach
There we
his
go.
nephew.
Let's see.
Promise me I will get a chance to deal with the invaders too.
I know how much you enjoy your duty, adored one.
Indeed.
It's like it's too far back. Like I need more. Okay, maybe I just need a little bit more height on the headrest. Okay. Knock enemies back. I like downward strikes. Tend to use those a lot. Okay, and damage boost is active. Might as well equip this. Okay.
Okoye, the corrupted vibranium has spread to this part of the jungle too.
How is it moving so quickly?
I do not know yet. It must be destroyed.
shouldn't need intrinsic energy to do a parry, though. What? There we go. I don't remember needing that.
One spire down. No. This will cause permanent damage. I must be quicker. Another gone. The corruption has been destroyed, enclosement pacified. Time to open my shortcut. That never gets old.
I will
That's
admit
pretty cool.
That was very nice.
It is not every day I earn praise from the leader of the Dore Milaje.
So we'll start the discussion in a little bit. Just kind of want to play around with the new content for a bit.
Does Princess Shuri know about these paths?
She does. All potential Black Panthers do. I have not seen this cave since I was training with my uncle. Like stepping into a memory. I remember breaking this looking for a way in. Explosives were not a good idea.
So it's over this way. Chest, of course. Off the beaten path.
Past reaping the souls of Wakanda's invaders. She protects us always.
I'm gonna have to get used to those new, these new controls. The UI before, it was easier to just quickly swap out gear and dismantle stuff. The mass dismantle's nice. I just don't know why I have to have go to two separate screens to dismantle stuff. Why? That's just needlessly complicated. Right, see, I can't dismantle unless I go to a second screen.
Another puzzle for future Black Panthers. The hours I spent in this room. The bruises.
Interesting. Okay, so there's 4 symbols on the door. There's lots of different symbols around. So there's the double squiggly, which I see here. See the tree one here, but that's not on the panel. Don't see anything there. Do we just step on?
Yes, that one I remember.
Is that all it is? You just step on the one that... It doesn't. The order doesn't matter. You just step on the right panel. This is one of them down here.
Good. Moving on.
And this is not one of them. What's up here?
Perfect. If my uncle could see me now.
So which one is the Black Panther face? Can I go down here? I can. Oh, is it this one? Oh, I looked down. It just didn't. It wasn't visible. Okay.
It is open. Finally.
The light symbols at the corners. I couldn't see them from up there. Certain heroes can break through walls using power attacks. Breakable walls are highlighted with an orange glow when using tactical awareness. Okay.
Strange to walk this as the Black Panther. My uncle did his best to prepare me for Midnight Claw. I hope I do not let him down.
I feel like that's going to be fun like the first couple times, and then it's going to get really old.
I wonder what Uncle would think about all this. It is clear Ulysses Claw fancies himself a technologist, a sonic cannon. Perhaps the one thing capable of taking down Wakanda's shields. I have underestimated the lengths to which he will go to obtain vibranium. I remember when they modernized the technology behind this tram. Uncle was vehement that it still looked the same as it did 1,000 years ago.
Okay.
What in Boss' name? This was not dug, but cut. Some kind of sharp metal drill?
Man, I hate it when I get attacked by robot spiders. Happens
So
every day.
these have been cutting holes in my gala. to be for sparring with other prospective Black Panthers. To see it defiled in this way. Claw and his minions must be stopped. Bashenga wanted every new Black Panther to remember why he received the title. 10,000 years ago, the tribes of Wakanda were at war. The meteor carrying vibranium crashed to Earth. That meteor became the vibranium mound that overlooks the Golden City.
So I've never read the comics, so is that how it happened? Vibranium came in a meteor?
Inside the mound grew the heart-shaped herb, a gift from Bast herself.
Interesting. Okay. So there's the kind of spider-looking one. The cross with two asterisks on top. And the TIE fighter one. And upside down Hollow Knight guy. Okay, so
I will start again.
oh. Start with the asterisk one. Then the meteor, so the TIE fighter, and then the spider. And then the upside down Hollow Knight guy. This guy, right this way.
Bashenga ate the heart-shaped herb, and Bast blessed him with the powers of the Black Panther. Okoye, I am through.
T'Challa, where in Bast's name have you been?
Shuri, the Avengers. What are outsiders doing in Wakandan airspace?
I let them in. Those men made it to the city border and you were not here.
I will deal with the Avengers later. First, I must take Claw's sonic cannon offline. Okoye, have the Dora Milaje and the Avengers keep Claw's men busy. Draw their attention away from the cliffside.
There won't be a problem. But if that shield comes down,
They can help you.
Stop him! He can't get to the cannon!
I have it handled, sister. We don't have much time before they are through the shield. I must hurry.
So far I've counted 3 new enemy types. There's the hammer guy, the sniper guys with the teleporting, and the spiders. gonna stand here and look
Guess
at it for a
Claw
while.
wasn't exaggerating. Yeah. Hey, Panther Boy. What now?
Now you introduce yourself.
Crossbones at your service. You want this to hurt more? Or way more?
Are you always this well-spoken?
Nah, darling. I pulled out all the stops for the Kitty King.
Strange choice for your last words, Crossbones.
Oh, he goes under that so I can attack the thing. Okay.
Keep hitting. This is hilarious.
He is shielding the cannon.
Let's switch things up. Lay off.
As you wish.
Doesn't look like you're getting through. This is... Oh, I am enjoying this. Let's stand. I know how to take a punch, Cat King.
You know how to run from it at least.
I can't let you do that. Not going down that easy.
You are not Quartermaster. Shoot it, Okoye. The cannon is down.
Maybe next time.
Okoye, bring the Avengers to the palace.
Heads up.
Well, okay then.
Put your weapons down and your hands up.
We're here to see King T'Challa.
Good. Because he wants to see you too.
Dramatic for no reason.
In trouble.
You made it.
King T'Challa, Princess Shuri, we didn't know AIM was following us. If we had,
Do you know why AIM has taken a sudden interest in my country?
it likely has something to do with us stealing a very powerful weapon of theirs. And destroying another one.
I see. If it is any comfort, you did not lead advanced idea mechanics to our doorstep.
We've been swatting them like flies for weeks.
So you know about the corrupted vibranium. What it can do to things. And people.
We are working on a treatment for those affected by it. And are narrowing down its source, but... How do you know about it?
Because we've seen it outside of Wakanda.
That's not good.
This means Ulysses Claw is doing more damage than we anticipated. He's the head of AIM operations here. From the information we've gathered, he's deeply entrenched in the black market vibranium trade, like his father was.
You're not
Boy.
concerned.
Only by his sonically based technology.
Is he gonna say that at some point?
It disrupts anything made of or powered by vibranium. including our shields and scanners. But AIM will not be cloaked forever. I can promise you that.
We believe that technology has something to do with the corruption.
Then we made it just in time.
Ah, to offer help.
To ask for yours. Now that we know AIM's involved, we can give you information, if you need it. But vibranium is your specialty.
Map the locations of corrupted vibranium outside of Wakanda. We need to know how far it has spread and plan a dispersal method for medical treatments.
I'm on it.
Have a look around. You can see what we are already doing to fight Claw and AIM.
And hopefully make ourselves useful.
Captain Rogers, can you meet me in my lab? You will find it to your right.
I'm on my way.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I wasn't expecting to be Captain America right now.
Princess Shuri. Tell me.
There you are. You mentioned you would be willing to share some information.
Whatever you need. Wakanda will have access to all resistance intel.
Thank you. Now, I am surprised the corrupted vibranium has spread so far beyond our borders. We will need to contain the damage Claw has done.
You got eyes on him?
Ooh, tell him about the Kimoyo network.
Kimoyo?
This is the Kimoyo network. Well, part of it.
In cap speak, it's the internet, but better. Much better.
The Kimoyo network provides our people access to all of Wakanda's collected knowledge. We use it for communication, transportation, and a great many other things. All thanks to our Kimoyo beads.
And she won't let us have one. Citizens only.
We have been using the network to keep track of Claw's movements. He is quiet for now, but if he makes any noise, our warriors will find him.
Well, I don't doubt it.
Thank you for the data, Captain. And when you get a moment, there is someone else who wants to meet you.
If the honored guest could come down to my chambers, I would appreciate it. Follow the smoke.
Oh, that's new.
So is this where the line, "I want what you're smoking" comes from?
Our daughter gets it from you.
Yes, we heard you the first time to you feel forgotten. How? The city after you? Oh,
excuse me.
pardon, I have a guest. Steve Rogers, the Captain of America. I am honored we can finally meet face to face.
The Captain of America.
Missouri always spoke fondly of his encounter with the American Iceman.
The feeling's mutual.
You may call me Zawavari. I am the mystical advisor to the Wakandan royal family. May I ask you a favor, Captain?
Always.
The young king seems to trust you. Do not make him regret that decision.
I won't take our position lightly. I promise.
In return, a secret. The gods have far more to do with Wakanda's impressive technology than you might guess. As Nix, the princess's assistant, minion? I will tell him I sent you.
Your guidance is appreciated.
And may the Orisha guide you as well, Captain.
Okay. So are all these NPCs gonna do something in the game, or are they just characters in the story?
On your Kimoyo bracelet, right?
Okay, here's the faction guy.
sending people messages inside their head is unsettling. Oh, they are here. Shh.
This is quite the workstation.
Combat research and development, all of which is now available to you as well. You may think this is shooting for that.
I will. You working on anything interesting?
Take a look. Zawavari has been helping me uncover the more mystical properties of vibranium. Perhaps you'll reap the benefits, should you prove yourself a worthy ally of Wakanda.
That's a lot to live up to.
Follow our king, and all will be well.
It's nice meeting you, Nix.
Steve, we need you in the war room upstairs.
Something wrong?
Captain Okoye wants to brief us. Something about malfunctioning security systems.
I'll be there ASAP.
Take your time.
Okay, so there is gear. There's at least one legendary there's at least a legendary for non-Black Panther characters from this expansion. That was one thing that I wasn't really sure about, was how much gear there was going to be for other heroes. And I'm still not sure, but that's promising, at least. I love the look of it, though. They did a really good job with that. Excuse me. It's been a long day.
Captain Okoye, what seems to be the problem?
King T'Challa has a request. Our scouts have reported Claw is mobilizing his forces throughout Wakanda with remarkable ease.
We believe Claw's found a blind spot in Wakanda's security systems. Okoye will investigate and will reinforce if necessary.
Claude does seem to know what he's doing.
Many have tried to conquer Wakanda, to rob us of our heritage. As you can see, they have all failed.
And so will Claw. We'll help you however we can.
Good. You have permission to use our wall table. Let's put that vibranium of yours to good use, Captain.
Thank you, Okoye.
Okay. Arm room is now available. Use R to view additional regions on the war table. Okay. Utah Badlands, Eastern Seaboard, Snowy Tundra, Wakanda. Okay, let's go for it.
Be honest. You just wanted to show off this suit.
As usual, I have no idea what you're talking about. I recognize the Avengers as allies of Wakanda.
Thank you. I hope we do you justice.
You will have to get used to keeping up with me.
That's my brother's version of a warm welcome. You will also have to get used to that. You finally agreed to accept help, and it is from outsiders. That is not like you.
I am not accepting help. I am giving it.
Boy. Oh, wait.
Then let me send teams to the corrupted sites. Take the Dora Milaje with you when you confront AIM. Do something other than driving yourself headfirst into danger.
I am not just a king on a throne. I am the Black Panther.
Then show us You can be both.
I will.
Sick bird.
Avengers, I hope you have familiarized yourselves with the palace by now.
Your people have been most welcoming. I'd like to see more of Wakanda once Claw's been dealt with.
You're such a tourist.
A tourist? In Asgard, we call that adventuring.
It's an emergency transmission.
This is Okoye. We are being pushed back. We need assistance.
You cannot handle close forces alone?
He's not just Claw. He has turned our defense systems against us.
Impossible.
We've lost her signal. If Claw has broken the Kimoyo encryption, something is very wrong.
Then I think it is about time the Avengers see what the Black Panther is truly capable of.
It would be an honor to tag along.
Move fast. I do not like the idea of Claw hacking our technology.
So characters in movies and stuff say that all the time. They're hit with some surprising piece of information and they're like, impossible. Impossible. I wonder if any of the US presidents sitting in the Situation Room have ever been told something and said, impossible. Impossible. Okay.
Sister, any news of Okoye?
She's still unresponsive.
Okoye can handle herself, right?
The Dora Milaje are the finest
It's
warriors
like,
in Wakanda.
yes, we
But
just told you that it's possible by telling you that. We're not lying to you.
Last transmission originated nearby.
Because if we did, we'd get fired.
If our defenses are truly compromised, it will be a dangerous trek through the jungle.
No matter. I welcome the challenge.
Strike the drum. We fight!
I am detecting heat signatures up ahead. Human and robotic in order.
Whoa. Froze for a second there. 12, 10, 10, 8. Okay.
We will catch them by
Still have to
surprise.
get used to that new UI. I think it's mostly unnecessary. I don't really know why they changed it. Besides the mass dismantling, that is nice.
Shuri seems worried about you.
Shuri has been...
Care to join us, beloved?
It would be my honor.
I love it.
Care to join us fighting enemies you've been fighting for the last 9 months? Or 11 months, actually? It's been almost a year since this game came out.
Wakanda forever!
Oh, okay, they mix it up at least. There's both new and old.
Destroy them. We can rebuild them later.
Can I use this turret? Oh. dip out for a second to say goodnight to my wife, and I'll be right back. Just finish this fight real fast. Dropped a few frames there. So far this hasn't been buggy, at least. I had that one bug where I had to reload the zone at the beginning where the very first guy with the axe got stuck in the stairs. But it was only like... I didn't really lose anything from the reload, fortunately. I gotta dip out for just a second. All right. Back to it. Can I use specialty yet? Yes, I can. Hold L1 to throw out a set of recovery beads that will seek out heroes and provide willpower recovery over time. Oh. Okay. Throwing the spear creates a vortex that will stagger and pull nearby enemies into its path. Oh, I like that. Let's unlock that. Ultimate heroic ability with ancestral energy infusing the Panther suit. Strong and unblockable attacks can now be blocked and parried while the ultimate heroic is active. Oh, that's really cool. I don't think you can do that on any of the other heroes, can you? Block unblockable attacks? Otherwise they wouldn't be called unblockable, so that's a dumb question. So we'll start the discussion topics after this mission. I say topics, it's probably going to be topic singular tonight. If you're just joining the channel now, I've been saying this every night, but in addition to gaming, which is a major hobby of mine, something that I've been passionate about for a long time, ever since I was a kid, my faith is something that is also very important to me, and it's something that I enjoy discussing, and I've been making that a staple of this channel to discuss that, various things surrounding it, why I believe what I believe, and how to think critically about it, to engage in discussion with other people about it. So we're going to dive into that a little bit tonight as well. There have been various different topics we've covered.
There's a cabin pass we can use to reach the other tower.
This Claw's no run-of-the-mill goon.
He will pay for his transgressions.
We just finished up sort of towards the end of last week and this week talking about responses to objections against Christianity. And that was fun, going through those. Fun, informative, and enlightening, I think. So we're gonna, I think, loop back around and kind of talk about the basics again tonight. So feel free to stick around for that. We're also just going to be playing lots of the expansion, checking out the new content. I've been excited about this for a while. Really have been waiting for new content for as long as everybody else has, and with the same eagerness that everybody else has as well. Okay, so do we have to go to the top? I'm assuming that's what this booster is for. So there's one. Ah, just two. Okay, cool. And I've been doing a new enemy count as well, keeping tabs on that. So I've counted 3 new enemy types so far, not including crossbones. I have a feeling this new faction is not going to be as diverse as AIM. I feel like they're going to use the AIM bots, I guess is a...
approaching the shortcut to Fort Han Garrison.
Yeah, AIM bots, AIM robots, as filler enemies.
Just in case you got too cocky.
Our passage, is it? I remember you saying I was not allowed.
If that were true, you would not even know about it. I was not about to make it easy for you.
I feel like I'm gonna run out of time here.
Get to the console in front of the waterfall quickly, or it will disappear again.
A no boys allowed keep outside would have worked just as well, sister.
Just gotta figure out the most efficient path. Excuse me.
You should keep the timer. Makes things interesting.
Now that I know you like it, I won't.
Claw's men are here.
I haven't read any reviews, so I'm not really sure how people feel about the expansion so far. I purposefully didn't watch any streams today because I didn't want anything spoiled. I wanted to experience it all for myself. That was a chest.
Julie, how did Claw's people get inside the pass?
They must have stolen Kimoyo beads. I will track the ones they used. Shut them out of the network.
This will take us near the border.
These little tram things are cool.
Judy, any word from the hack tower?
I'm having trouble getting through.
Apologies for the turbulence, Your Highness. I'm still familiarizing myself with your little network.
Is this the man who fancies himself the general of a corporate army?
Ulysses Claw, at your service.
When I find you, I will have you begging for mercy you won't receive.
Better hurry then, Orphan King. I won't wait forever.
He's toying with us.
Brother, I know where he is.
As do I. The Kimoyo Network Control Center.
That sounds bad.
If Claw gets full access to the network, it means he could cripple our communications. Or worse, turn all our technology against us.
Change of plans. Avengers, run! Here we go again.
that takedown animation is so long.
Are you okay with that?
It's fine. Let's keep going.
Have you met this Ulysses Claw in person?
Not yet. Which he should be thankful for.
So if you were kind enough to join my chat tonight, how are you guys feeling about excuse me, how are you guys feeling about this expansion so far? If you've played it, that is. I can imagine some of you are probably watching to try to figure out, you don't even own the game and you're watching to try to figure out if it's worth it yet. Now that it's been out for 11 months and has seen some content additions and quality of life updates.
More of Claw's men.
Oh, it actually keeps him pinned for a while. That's pretty nice.
They are like rats.
I have some unused skill points.
Got a couple toys just for you, Panther.
Okay, so here's a fourth enemy type, machine gun guy. Enemy sonic aura. Some enemies are able to protect themselves with a sonic aura. While active, it will deflect attacks and fire off a reactive sonic pulse in response to damage. Utilize vibranium gear and vibranium infused attacks to combat these enemies. Heroic attacks will also bypass the aura. Okay, so which attacks are considered vibranium attacks?
Fight well, Avengers! Repel these Interlopers!
Whoops.
I see you've met the welcome party.
What have you done to our men?
Don't worry. They suffer much.
Another one
So I didn't see that aura at all. Maybe we just took him down too fast. Oh, there's one. I see it now. Okay. Okay, so his ranged attack is vibranium, as it's clearly going through the shield.
Good work, everyone.
Come. Every second counts.
Light combo finishers inflict vibranium damage. Okay. So it's just going to work the same way that all the other damage types do, I think. Okay, haven't unlocked any more specialty or mastery skills yet. Let's see. This one. Sprinting to perform a series of 3 strong kicks that can knock enemies back. Press square after performing out of my sight. So hold and then press square to do 2 additional claw slashes. Okay. And then the trip move, I think pretty much all the heroes have that. Okay.
We are heading down to the control center. What of the other towers?
I sent the Talon jet and Okoye and her team are on their way. But Claw has left me completely blind from here.
Then we shall be your eyes.
And my claws.
No pun intended.
We have arrived.
Power everything down before Claw takes full control of the network.
I love the aesthetic. It is truly awesome. Whatever else we may end up saying about the expansion.
Appreciated.
Why is the power still on?
It's Claw.
Sorry, I can't stay. Men, charge!
They are targeting the Komoyo server banks. Without them, there is no Komoyo network.
And no way to get it back online until we build new ones. You have to stop them.
Avengers, with me!
His men are attacking the access points. I need you to keep them away while I try to get back in.
I can access the turrets from here. That will buy us some time.
You could also overcharge the generator. An EMP would disable Claw's forces for a short while.
It would take down our turrets as well.
Until you can reactivate them, yes. Just make sure they don't destroy the access points before I get them back.
Leave that to me.
Okay, so this is a slightly different mechanic. Seems like you have to stand on the little platform thing to get progress and also defend the pedestals at the same time. So filling up the bar on those platforms doesn't immediately increase progress. I'm still at 41%. So fill up this bar. Fill up this bar, and fill up this bar. Prepare for next wave. Is there a platform for position A? Oh, it's based on waves. Okay. I think. It said get ready for next wave, and then it jumped from 41% to 58%. So that must be it. But then what would the panels be for? is pretty low. Shoot.
At all costs.
Okay. Okay, I haven't used my super yet, so we'll use that. So it just runs in a line? Oh no, but I'm also able to use...
Our network was shut down.
Just standing there. So what's the method behind overcharge? Is this just random? Time.
It didn't have to be like this, my liege.
You have no more men.
There are always more men. And now I'm inside every system you rely upon. Give me your vibranium, and I won't turn your technological utopia against you.
Return what you have stolen, or I will take it with blood.
How about I talk to the little girl in your ear? Ask if she can see sense. Oh, I bet she's beautiful in person.
I have a message for you people. See Wakanda and die.
This isn't over.
Better not be, because there's only been 2 missions. Dun 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 dun.
Run! Get to higher ground now! Shuri, we need to evacuate the borderlands. Bring them all into Berenzana.
Burnin' Zana, get it? And they'll just be going from one place that's burning to another place that's burning.
Brother, I have sent out the evacuation order.
We can use the conference center to house refugees. As for Claw, no one will steal.
Okay, so I think we're going to start our topics. See if there's the cutscene at the beginning, and then
what news of the border tribes?
Once we get into the action, we'll start our discussion.
The final tribes are being moved to the conference center as we speak.
And the Jabari?
The Jabari were pleased to hear that Claw compromised our evil technology and will reward him with a quick death should he ever set foot in the mountains.
How generous.
Hey, so if Claw crippled your, paraphrasing, hyper-advanced super internet, are we still safe here?
Birnanzana is in full lockdown. No one enters or leaves the city without my permission.
We may have lost the Kimoyo network, but the palace is still running on a private hub. My lab remains functional.
That means Claw's advantage is smaller than he might expect.
Claw believes Wakanda relies solely on its technology for protection. My claws will prove him wrong. Okoye, has your team returned?
Yes, my king.
Good. I will meet you shortly.
Oh, I have to talk to somebody.
I am glad you arrived safely. I need you and your sword sisters to escort everyone into the city. Our shield will protect them.
As you wish.
You have something to add?
Your decision to evacuate the borderlands has been a controversial one. Some believe you are scared of Claw.
Have you lost faith in me?
I did not say I agreed with them. But any man capable of bringing down the Kimoyo network is a bigger threat than we first anticipated.
I will bring Claw and his thieves to justice. You have my word.
King T'Challa, may I have a moment of your time? It is of the utmost importance.
I hate it when he does that.
I mean, are you going to give me better gear?
Whatever you need.
Misasaki, my bonds have grown too weary to chase the mighty panther to the palace.
So you claim. Now tell me what you need.
It is what you need, my king. I am certain to know you have not sought my counsel in these trying times.
Bast walks with me, Zawabari. We will deal with these foreign invaders through blood, sweat, and metal. I have no need for your dark magic.
Oh. Then what of your Kimoyo network?
His voice, this voice actor, he reminds me of...
You should embrace your spiritual side, not continue to neglect it.
Enough.
Oh.
I will call upon your wisdom when needed. Until then, enjoy the comforts gifted to you.
As you wish. May you walk as swiftly and strongly as Bast, my king.
Oh yeah, it's the pawn shop owner
network.
In King's Quest 6. He sounds just like that guy. I'm doubtful it's actually the same person just because...
A warm welcome indeed.
My king.
May Bast watch over us.
I'm doubtful it's the same voice because it sounds... It sounds the same even though... When did King's Quest 6 come out? That was back in like the 80s, wasn't it?
My king.
Where are we with getting the Kimoyo network back online?
Clow has done a lot of damage. A few of us are headed out to see what we can salvage. Rebuilding it will take time.
Take Adora Milaje with you for protection.
Thank you, my king.
Now you are sounding like me. Hey, it's Shuri. I need you in the war room. Now.
So I don't get why I'm talking to all these NPCs. Like, are they going to have some purpose beyond just story stuff? That's a rhetorical question. I don't actually want to know the answer to that until I find out in the game, but I'm hoping that they do.
Well, one of the sources.
Good news for once.
Not exactly. Claw has deployed many violent machines that tear through the Earth's crust with ease. They will burn down Wakanda if left unchecked.
Then we must act quickly. Give me the coordinates.
Way ahead of you, brother. The war table has everything you need.
Good work.
Okay, once we get into the action here, we're gonna start talking about we're gonna do Christianity 101 tonight. And if you were with us a couple weeks ago, we did this very similar discussion. And I'm hoping that's what this will be. I'm hoping it's a discussion. I'm not here to lecture you guys. I'm not here to act like I know everything. I'm here to share.
I am working on that. Until then, Takami, the River Tribe's lead scientist, will meet you nearby the machine he believes is causing the corrupted vibranium and explain more.
To share truth and hopefully spark discussion.
This is Takami. Do you read?
We hear you, Takami. What is wrong?
Claw's men. They found us spying on his machine. They have us surrounded.
We are on our way. Hold fast.
That and level up Christopher Judge, of course.
Takami, shoot.
Okay. It did this before. There we go. Takes a second to load sometimes. 13, 11, 13, 14. $13. Okay. Skills. I do have new skill points. 2 new skill points. Specialty. Increase the amount of Kamoya beads thrown to target even more enemies. Recovery beads will restore a greater amount of willpower with each burst. Get that guy, and then throwing the spear with it while the intrinsic meter is full will increase its damage by 15% and instantly trigger the vibranium status effect on all targets hit. Okay, that'll be useful. Let's go with that first.
To put his life at risk for this.
How else were we going to learn about the corruption machines?
I would have found a way. That is my responsibility as king. Claw has men holed up in one of our heritage sites. We must remove them.
So if you're just joining us now, and sorry if this is repetitive for those of you that have been here for a little bit, but wow, that blur is terrible. How do I get out of that? My goodness. This channel's about 2 things. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's really about 3 things. It's about games. It's about discussing faith, specifically the Christian faith. And can I get rid of those annoying... Yes. Okay. And the third is discussion. Cordial, pleasant discussion.
site is back under Wakandan control.
We are grateful.
And fast. Zawabari will get them to safety.
Oh, what happened to the other guy, the other NPC that teleports people? So my hope in doing the discussion topics is to, like I said before, is to share about something that's really important to me. And hopefully you guys will be willing to think critically about it and engage in discussion about it. That's really my hope. I'm not here to lecture you or to turn this into a class or anything like that. We're here to have fun and relax and just talk about things that matter. And if you guys have thoughts on the game, I welcome those too. So we're going to be answering two questions tonight. Number one is, what is Christianity? And number two is, how do you become a Christian? So some of you, or maybe all of you, very likely most of you, will have at least some conception of what Christianity is, some idea of what Christians believe. And as with all things that we're learning about, and you may be in a position where what I'm saying tonight is new. You've never heard it. You may also be in a position where it's... Oh, this is number 5. Enemy number 5. Pole arm guy. You may be in a position where you have heard this, but either way, I just ask that you approach it with an open mind. Just like I'll approach your comments and questions and feedback with an open mind as well. There's give and take on this. Even though I'm the guy streaming, number one, I'm grateful that you guys decided to stick in this channel and hang out with me. And number two, because of that, I just, I never intend this to be a one-sided monologue. I want this to be a conversation. So I'm going to reiterate that ad nauseum until that becomes such a staple in the community of this channel that maybe there will be a day where I won't have to say that again. But for now, I'll be saying that several times to stream. So regardless of what your preconceived notions are about the Christian faith, I'm going to give my explanation of what Christianity is. From a top level, it's one of the major world religions. There's Christians all over the world. And Christianity consists of one core set of beliefs, and then there's a variety of different denominations that are that represent some variance in belief amongst non-core doctrine. So you have your core beliefs, and then some non-core beliefs that have caused some disagreement amongst Christians over the years and have resulted in various different denominations being formed. And we're not going to get into the different denominations tonight and what they are. We can do that some other time if you guys are interested, but for tonight we're just going to be talking about the core beliefs. So the core beliefs of the Christian faith are that there is one God that is three persons in one, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, that God sent his one and only Son, Jesus Christ, down to earth to live a perfect life and to die for us, for our sins, so that we could be forgiven and have everlasting life with God in eternal communion with him. We, by necessity, because we believe in that kind of divine forgiveness, we also believe that humans are by nature sinful, that we are broken, in need of saving, desperate need of help, that we are not fundamentally good, but fundamentally sinful.
Regroup at the fuse! Go, go, go! My king, the machine is through that tunnel. From what I can tell, it is some kind of fracking device.
To mine for vibranium outside of the mound. Thank you, Takami.
So, just at a basic level, that's what
back to safety.
That's what Christianity is.
That was fun to
Those are the
watch.
core beliefs
How are your people faring
of
without a
someone that
Kimoyo network?
calls himself, that sincerely calls himself a Christian.
I've had a decade to play with vibranium. I was bound to learn a few tricks.
Your black market vibranium will never match Wakanda's.
I agree.
And
why do you think I'm here?
More of Claw's forces.
Christianity is wholly incompatible with any other religion. It's simply not possible to accept the tenets of Christianity and also believe in other religions or non-religious worldviews like scientism or atheism. As two examples, or naturalism. And we've done some discussions, we've had some discussion nights already about, whoa, that's a new ability, about why it is that Christianity is the only way, and how we can know that it's the only way to God. But we'll cover that some other time again. We'll be looping through these topics, so we'll cover that again. And if you have questions about it, just let me know in the chat. So that addresses the first question I said we'd answer, which is essentially what do Christians believe? So then the second topic that I said we would cover is how does one become a Christian? And it really is two very simple steps that are profound but simple. The first step is to admit to your sin and recognize that you are broken. As a person, you are fundamentally flawed, and that you cannot just that you are fundamentally flawed, and to confess that sin
What has Claude
to
done?
God.
The destruction here.
So that's the first
We always do.
thing you must do. And I'm not, by the way, if you're not ready to take that step, that's okay. And I'm not here to try to pressure you into anything. I'm just telling you how one would do that. And if you are interested in doing that, I can talk further about that as well, on a one-on-one level, preferably, rather than in public. I think that it's,
give me vibranium.
I don't want to make anybody nervous.
Certainly try.
Your fuse is corrupting the vibranium you so badly desire.
A negligible percentage. The rest.
So that's the first step. And that's usually done in the form of prayer. So answering, so saying, Lord, I'm broken, I'm sinful, and I need you. I can't make things right on my own. Oh, I like that ability, that's fun. Totally incapacitates the enemy. I like that. They can't do any damage to you while you do that. So the second thing is to believe that Jesus Christ died to pay the price for your sins, and thereby has forgiven us, and was resurrected from death on a cross to defeat death, to prove himself to be the Son of God and give us everlasting life and hope. And God's Word, the Bible, Scripture, one thing that I forgot to mention when I was talking about core beliefs is the acceptance of the Bible as the Word of God. But the Bible has some important things to say about what it takes to become a believer. Why am I going down so easily like this? This is kind of weird. It's awkward. Those turrets are annoying. So there's a very well-known verse from Scripture, which even a lot of non-Christians know, and that is John 3:16, which says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever should believe in him should not perish but have everlasting life." And that verse tells the truth about not just what God has done, but also his character. That he would sacrifice his only Son for sinners that deserve nothing, and through grace send his Son to die for us, to pay the penalty for our sin. Okay, so there we go. Did I get it? My goodness, dude. Get down. you see?
The machine ejected its power core at the very top.
To prevent an explosion! Pity it won't work!
And protect the core!
Really? Thank you. I'm just gonna get up there and launch my nanites and then probably go. One of the beautiful things about the Christian faith is the not just believing in God as a kind of an abstract being that created the universe, but believing in a personal God that loves us so much that he would send his son to die for us despite our clear rebellion and sin against him, and then give us that chance to be forgiven, and not just forgiven, but that he would dwell in us and make us perfect through him. There's a song that I really love by an artist called Michael Card, who was who wrote a lot of Christian music back in the 80s and 90s. He still writes music, but I thought most of his best stuff was back from the 90s. And one of the lines in the song says, could it be that he, referring to God the Father, could it be that he would really rather die than live without us? And that's always struck me as a really powerful conceptualization of God's grace and love for us. So there's another verse, series of verses that instructs us on how to,
This is a message for the princess.
accept this gift of grace. I'll hold off for this cutscene real quick.
It would appear not every Wakandan is a warrior after all. I'm extending an invitation, Princess. Come to me alone, or your people will die. Now, you keep me waiting, and I'll pick them off, one by one. See you soon.
Can I gut him now?
Those symbols behind him. That is Azuri's temple, yes?
Yes, but you are not going. I am.
You want to walk powerless into a trap of that madman's making.
Those are my lab techs. Zawavari gave me everything I needed to know about that temple. My team knows vibranium better than anyone. The only trap I'm walking into is one of my own making. Let me do this, brother.
See your plan through.
Really?
We do not have time for this. Prep a jet and go. I want to follow her. Quietly. She is my sister, and those are my people. If something happens, I must be there to pick up the pieces.
Okay, so got a couple of sabotage threat sector, sabotage drop zone, and elimination threat sector. But I'm obviously way under leveled for that. Let's take a look at the gear real quick. So we're still at 16 on this one. This goes up to 18. Still maxes out at 13. Unlocks when reaching level 15. What's my level right now? Level 14. Okay, so I'm about to get that other artifact slot. Hold R2 before performing only King's Stand. To quickly launch towards the ground and send out a shockwave of kinetic energy that knocks back enemies. Okay. Out of my sight. Okay. Press on a wall to launch towards the target and perform a powerful claw attack. Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hold R2 before triggering Pounce to use the suit's kinetic energy to break through enemy defenses, ensuring a grab on tougher and larger enemies. So Pounce is just holding triangle. Okay. Cool. Like it. Okay. So let's see. It's 11:40. Oh, I wanted to read off those two verses first before we close out the discussion. So that the two verses that talk about, two of the verses, not the only two, but two of the verses that talk about what we must do to become a believer. Romans 10:9 through 10 says, because if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For with the heart one believes and is justified, and with the mouth one confesses and is saved. So, very simply put, with the heart one believes. With our heart we believe sincerely that Christ died for us and has redeemed us. And in that way we are justified before God because Jesus has taken the penalty for our sins. And secondly, that with our mouth we confess our sin, our brokenness, and as a result of those two things, through the grace of God, we are saved. Okay, so it's 11:41, and I went to bed a little bit late last night. The stream went a little bit late. I had a long day between just work and family stuff. Today was a little bit exhausting. So I'm thinking since we're in between missions right now, usually these missions take a good 15-20 minutes. This is probably a good time to stop so I don't end up going to bed super late. So thanks so much for coming out, guys. Really appreciate any amount of time that you spent on this channel tonight. I appreciate the discussion. I appreciate whether that's about faith or about games. I had a blast checking out this new content with you guys. There's a lot more of it, and I think there's some good things coming. We'll see how it kind of affects the long-term prospects of playing this game going forward. I don't know how long we'll stick with Avengers. I'm in the middle of playing Godfall as well, and I think my guess is we'll probably end up getting through Wakanda, leveling up Black Panther, and then maybe play for a little while longer, and then probably go back to Godfall, or maybe mix the two, so we might alternate streams. I'm not quite sure yet. And drop feedback in chat or on the YouTube comments if you're watching on YouTube about your preferences, if you'd prefer to see one game over the other once we've finished leveling up Black Panther. But I definitely do want to commit to at least trying to get Black Panther leveled the whole way. 150. So yeah, I will be streaming at a minimum on Thursday, probably tomorrow night also. I don't have Bible study tomorrow night, so I should be available to stream. So I'm planning, the tentative plan is to stream tomorrow and Thursday. So we'll be doing more Marvel's Avengers tomorrow and Thursday. Go ahead and follow me on Twitch. You can follow me on Twitch. You can subscribe on YouTube. You can like the video on YouTube. You can also follow me on Twitter at Neuralizer_, which is the same as the name on Twitch. Unfortunately, Twitch did not have just Neuralizer. I had to add the underscore, so that's why my names are different between the two channels. When I stream both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So if I'm talking to the Twitch audience, and you're on YouTube and you're wondering who's this guy talking to, I'm talking to someone on YouTube and vice versa. So if that becomes too confusing, I may split out the channels, but for now I'm trying to grow the channel, grow the audience, and get more people involved. So I'm going to be streaming through to both Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. Yeah, if you got any feedback for me, leave it in the YouTube comments. I will read those and respond as soon as I can. I do have a full-time job, and this is just a side hobby for me. I don't stream full-time. That's why you don't see me pulling 8-hour days streaming or anything like that. I'll probably never do that, or at least not until I retire. But for now, I'm just trying to get in 3 or 4 nights a week of just casual streams, playing fun games, and having some chill discussion about faith. So thanks so much for coming out. I will probably see you guys tomorrow for sure. See you guys Thursday. We'll be playing more Marvel's Avengers. Looking forward to hanging out with you guys again. God bless you guys. Have a great day tomorrow, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow night.